There is a wonderful amount of accessories that come with this Bernina 1300 MDC. And let's just start with what comes in the little pouch here. So inside you're going to have some spool caps. So these would be used if you are using any very small spools, like something you'd use on your sewing machine. You can put those spools on here and then the cap helps hold them so they don't flip off the top there. And of course, since this is a 5-thread serger, you will have 5 of those. The little thread nets that come with the serger, these can be placed over a cone of thread. For any reason the thread wants to puddle down to the bottom of the cone, this kind of gives it a little holding part to make sure it doesn't get all wrapped around where you don't want it to be. There is a little cover, like a dust cover, that you can put over your serger when you're not using it. You have a large screwdriver. This will be used if you wanted to take off the throat plate and actually clean underneath, which we have a cleaning and maintenance video for the serger. And inside here we have actually 3 feet. So the 3 feet, one of them, the one that looks like what I call skis, that's your cover stitch foot. You'll use that for chain stitching as well. And you also get an elasticator. And we'll do a video on this so you really can understand what it's used for. And the Ziploc is going to get me today. Yep, it sure will. All right, the Ziploc bag, the elasticator, here we go, is where you can place elastic in the front little mouth. And then as it is pinched down and twisted to the tightness desired, the elastic is stretched and placed at the right consistency even as you start and stop. So that actually is a nice foot to have. And I'm not even going to try to open that one, but here we go. We'll just go ahead and show you the last foot. It's a blind hem foot. So this can be done on with a 3-thread overlock, and this blind hem blade can be adjusted left to right depending on how thick a fabric you're doing to get an actual blind hem on your serger. Yes, you can. The needles. Let me tell you how wonderful I love the needles for this machine. Is that they are actually a standard household needle, meaning the same needles that go on your sewing machine are the same needles that go in this serger. Now, these are some special cover stitch needles. They have a EL times 705 CF, and if you have any trouble with just standard needles, switch over to those in cover stitch and get a little better result. You do have a whole thing of oil, yay, and I'll show you where you want to clean. And this last little guy in your packet, and it's just wrapped in a nice, precious brown wrapper. That is an extra blade. Now you probably won't need this right away, but down the road when you need it, you have a spare, and then you can go get a replacement from your local Bernina dealer. Okay, so those are what come in the little bag. Just a few other accessories that came out of the top of the box. Now this one is the extra spool holder for 5 threads. It will actually fit in just right at the end and click into place. If you plan to put this back into your box, you will need to take that off for it to actually fit in there. Or if you're traveling, you might like to even pull it off so it's not actually sticking out and might get bumped or broken. This is the thread stand. So this part is going to go right into the back of the serger, and then it's going to telescope up. And then if you give it a little twist, you'll hear a click, and that will lock into position. And then what I'll be pointing to when I go to thread it, there is an arrow pointing, and you want it pointing towards you when we place this at the very top of your tree. But it's really easy. If you're traveling, again, you can pull just everything off and telescope down, and even take this off if you want so it doesn't get stuck or caught on anything. So those are them. And, well, we got more because there's actually tools hidden right inside here, which we'll do next. This part here is what we will put on when we do cover stitch. So this actually covers up the blade, so this part comes off and is replaced with this kind of small table that works when we are not using a knife and doing cover stitching. All right, and inside the door, just push all the way out to the right and pull down. And in here are the tools I'm using all the time. So these tools, we have our set of needles. You have a small screwdriver, which we'll use to take needles in and out. We have my best friend, the tweezers. So the tweezers, I always love this. That's probably the best part about this machine is that the tools I'm always reaching for are right here. So, and if there's a place for them, I tend to put them back so I don't lose them. There is a brush in here, but it's not so much the brush, it's what's on the other end. This will help put your needles in and out. So you can actually drop your needle in, lift it up, hold it, tighten or loosen, whichever way you're going, and then instead of getting your fingers in there, that's a great little extension. And this little part here, which once again nicely has its own home, this is a needle threader. So I'll show you how to use the needle threader. And this tool, which kind of looks funny, but it sits right close by. This is a 2-thread converter. So when you want to actually use 2 threads in your serger, this makes the serger think that there's 2 threads, or excuse me, a 3rd thread in. It goes on top of your upper looper and allows you to have just a lower looper and 1 needle. So look for those videos further down the list and what a 2-thread can be used for. So the accessories, and then also the manual and warranty. What is the warranty of this machine? What we have here is a warranty. You have on all machines that Bernina does, just a 1-year kind of basic electrical and regular parts and service if anything was to happen. But a serger has a 5-year mechanical warranty in case something is defective from the manufacturer, that they will take care of it for you. But you do want to have your machine serviced on a regular basis at your local Bernina dealer. They're going to do the best job in keeping this up and running very smoothly. So I hope you enjoy all the things that we're about to learn with this machine.